Very good evening to everyone. Welcome to the day 24 session. Good evening all. Good evening to everyone. Sumati, good evening. Manavalan, good evening. Sangeeta, good evening. Andalvel, good evening. Muktadar sir, good evening. Bal Kumar, good evening. Vaishnavi, good evening. Kumar, good evening. Prasanna, good evening. Rahul, good evening. Narayan Murthy, good evening. Alam Khan, good evening, sir. Kartikeya, good evening. Kamraj Pandyan, good evening. Neelesh, good evening. Bharatraj sir, good evening. Bola, good evening. Very good evening to all. Welcome to the day 24 session. Menka, good evening. Pranay Kumar, good evening. Vaishnavi, can you send the attendance link yesterday? Just wait a moment and we'll check it off about the attendance link, okay? Monica, good evening. Vanur P, good evening. Good evening all. Tamil Transi, good evening. Monica, good evening. Good evening all. Good evening to everyone. Good evening to everyone. Welcome to the day 24 session. We'll start day 24 session. Good evening to everyone. Welcome to day 24 session. Very good evening to all people. So having any requirement, try to keep the message in chat box. Okay. So let us start the session for today. Hope we have discussed with the all people. Good evening. So we'll see the remaining messages later. Let us start for today's session. Today we are discussing day 24 tech interview question and answer generator from the job role using the prompt engineering. So welcome to the day 24 of the Prompt Engineering Masterclass. Today we are at a day 24. So today is the day 24, means week 3 we have completed successfully with the day 24. So tomorrow onwards, for a remaining days what we are having, that we have to go through with the main applications with the different type of requirements. So tomorrow onwards you can see with the full stack based and OpenAI API based, LangChain based and Streamlit for deployment, we can see all those requirements. So coming to the day 4, tech interview question and answers generation for the job role. See, our concept is about to do the generation. Why we have to take every day is about the generation. Because in a prompt engineering, what it can do. So whatever you are entering some particular information in a prompt, so that it can give the better information of the generation in a output side. So that is only our main mode of the prompt engineering. So in that particular era, we are having main two requirements, model interaction, and second one will be about the type of selection of prompt. So that's why in that particular area, we are taking today our use case. So our application will be tech interview and question answers from the job role. So why we have to take this particular information? In a present days, you can see if you want to attend any interview, so you are trying to ask a single question in a online, and for example you are just going to here and you are asking what is a data science interview questions. Okay, so if you're asking like that means you can't get more questions. Okay, so definitely you can see some particular information you are getting. So here it's trying to generate the new information, but it's not like that. So not like that, I need in a different way. I just need in a different way. So that purpose what I want to do, I just go to the any of the information here, example purpose Gemini something. Okay, so any of the information, just you go and you just do the conversation for it. So simply these question only you can ask. Okay, so these question only you can ask here. So data science interview questions and answers with 20. Okay, so here like this you're trying to ask something means, so here you can get some particular questions. So here is the top data science interviews questions, then you can see here, so it can show the all requirements with the explanation and all. You can see what is the difference between the supervised and unsupervised machine learnings. Next, so bias and various trade-off. So what you're having some particular requirements of the requirements. So everything it can try to build like this. Okay, so you're having some imbalanced data means how you can balance the data like that. What are you having the questions, everything it can give. So means what, if you are asking the question about the related to the interviews, then how it's trying to give means based on the past information of the generator of the LLM models, it can try to give the answers like that. If you want to do like that, definitely you have to select some particular type of the prompt with the type of the LLM parameters. I'm saying about the LLM parameters again. So temperature, stop sequence, and what do you have in the context word based. Okay, top P, top K value, everything it can be identified in the background. Why you have to take that particular parameters means simple thing. So this is only I am asking like this. Okay, you are getting the answers of the 20. That's okay, fine. But if you want to get the more creative and more innovative answers means definitely we have to balance that particular parameters what you are having exactly of LLM. So like that you have to discuss. So now we can go through with some particular theoretical part. So let us start with the introduction part. What is the main motto of this concept actually? So what we can discuss about this question answers generation for the job role means. So here you can see AI engine that creates the interview question answers based on any tech job roles. Whatever you're trying to ask any question about the technical way, so like that it can try to generate the question and answer. You're asking only question, it can try to generate only question. For example, I'll show you here the same process. So here in a Gemini I have opened, right? So here I am asking the data science. I need only questions 10. Okay, it's not giving only the questions because already upside we have asked, right? That's why it's connecting like that. So I will ask this particular one in another part. So sometimes it make you only questions, not with the answers. You can see here. So what happened here? Here I asked about data science interview questions. Now you can see statics and probabilistic based. It's trying to give the questions. Okay. So what is the central limit of the theorem? So here you can see some particular questions that is about statistics and probabilities based in a data science. Coming to the machine learning concept based, what you're having the questions. What is difference between the supervised and unsupervised? Why previously you didn't get like that means only the thing. Previously what you are having, how you asked, based on that it's trying to give again, because what it's thinking means okay they already asked, so maybe I want to give in a related, like without asking a proper question, how the people are sometimes they're trying to explore some information in the same manner it followed out. That's why I had just opened here. Here you can see, so algorithm and model based, what you need the requirements. It's giving only the questions, not about the answers, right? So Python programming based or R programming based, and data and as well as with some particular requirements, big data based case studies. So like that, whatever you're having some particular questions, everything it can try to give as like a question mark when you're asking only the questions. If you're asking along with the answers, the same question you can ask there, it will give definitely as like this only, but sometimes it may give less content, sometimes it may give small big content. That is different, that is based on the model. Here you can see the same question again I'm repeating means it won't give the same answers. Here you can see it's trying to give the answers in a different way. That is based on the selective models. Actually in a Gemini they have selected some particular type of the LLM models, and in a ChatGPT they have selected different type of the LLM models. How we knows means based on the collection of the models only, the simple thing. So here see we got these many questions, right? Again I'm asking the same question. Okay, so absolutely here is the frequent asked data science questions. Okay, at least little bit difference it can give. Here you can see what is the first question, what is the central limit of the theorem. Okay, but here what you are getting the question, what is difference between the population and sample error. So what is the meaning of that means, for a single question it has the multiple answers. It has multiple answers. So like that it can try to give the better information when you are going through with the requirement. Sometimes it may repeat but not 100% sure. Okay, sometimes it may repeat, it can't repeat. You can see again the central limit theorem is coming. So means if doesn't have much more questions about the particular content. So for example you're having in a school days or some days, you can see if you're going to the college days also, in English what they will do, they'll give one particular paragraph. In that particular paragraph they will ask in one paper one question, in another paper one question. So in that particular sentence whatever you need to give the answer, based on that only they'll give the questions. Apart from that they won't give the questions, right? In the same manner here also will be the same only. That is only here also they're following. Whatever we are having the possibilities about that particular content, that many questions along with the answers it can give. You're asking only answers also possible. So here you can see it's getting with the along with the answers, right? So now if you don't want to get in a conversation only, here you can ask interview questions only, no need answers. So if you're not giving some particular instructions, how it's following exactly, you can see. In a Gemini, I'm not saying about only Gemini. Even in Gemini also you're asking the same question, you'll get the same manner. Okay, here you can see example purpose. What you're asking, then later normally only questions you're asking also you're getting the answers, right? and the second time you have asked, but again you are getting the answers along with the answers. Okay, here also will be the same, but when I mentioned some particular instructions along with the context, it's giving only this particular thing. So I can take this particular thing, even in a Gemini I can check, then in the same manner it can try to give the questions. You can see in a machine learning based, it's trying to give the questions. In the programming and SQL based, it's giving. Business based, it's giving. So what is the meaning of that? So if you are asking the question, then it can try to give the answer directly. Like we can take a question and like a zero shot prompting or a one shot prompting you can take. Okay, so like you are having some any particular much more requirements, means you can take some particular requirements. Here I can say this may be about the instructional type of prompt also, I can say, right? So why I'm trying to tell these many questions means, if you're asking about the question answers about for the interview, how it's trying to give the answer means, in a background you're having already LLM models, large language model, it's having already. So that large language models, how many possibilities it can try to generate. So here I'm giving one sentence: my name is Lakshmi, I came from the pantechelearning, now I'm in a Chennai. So I'm just going with some particular requirement. So now these sentence only, if I'm given to the system, what it can do means, so the same thing. For example, I am saying your Lakshmi, just think like that, means it can think like as like a, just you are giving some particular position for it. Okay, just you are giving some particular role type of prompt you are giving. So you are giving some particular role means you can say, yeah, myself Lakshmi, I'm from the pantechelearning in a Chennai. Okay, so what is the meaning of that? So as per the sentence, how many possibilities are there, that many possibilities it can give here. That is the main motto. So the of this particular concept. But whatever you're asking before question and after question, if you are giving instructions properly, why I want to show this one means, previously you can see I didn't ask the answers, but it's giving answer. It's a waste of thing, right? So that's why what you want to do, sometimes you have to give the instructions. What I given here, the instruction. So data science interview questions only, no need of any answers. I'm particularly mentioning with instruction requirements. Sometimes you can may take a context also. Example, like that you can take any of the example also. So that is the main concept when you are selecting your particular question properly. So that's why even for the human being also, we can't say, we can't expect 100% sure whatever you're asking, you can't get 100% of answer from the human being also. Why means, maybe sometimes how they are thinking we don't know, right? So I'm asking the one question in a one way, but they don't know, like we don't know how they are thinking. Exactly, right? That's why you have to give some particular thoughts, exactly whatever you're following the thoughts. That is only how to give the instructions. So that much of importance will be there when you're taking this particular information. Okay? Yeah, good evening, fine. So now you can see. I'm going to the next concept here. So what will be the main motto of this particular concept? Why you have to use this particular information means, who are trying to get the jobs of the candidates or recruiters need to quick access to the relevant questions. Here you have to understand one thing. Okay, so not only candidates who are searching for the job, not only the candidates, you even the recruiters, what we are having the recruiters, even the recruiters also can try like this. So they don't have the time. Okay, they don't have the time to prepare or to check the content. What they can do means, the simply I just want to ask the questions for the candidate with the 4 years of experience, 2 years of experience. For that people I want to ask the questions, please suggest some questions, 20 questions with the answers, means directly it can give. So based on that they can try to ask the question. Okay, here it's giving as a first question is, what is machine learning, and in that what is a supervised and unsupervised. Then I can ask the question to the candidate. Okay, can you please explain about what is a machine learning and deep learning, or what is a supervised learning and unsupervised learning. Even can you tell any other type of the examples, like that you can ask and you can complete. So not only for the candidates, and sometimes it may useful for the recruiters also. So that much of importance will be there when you are going this particular information. So now coming to the next one will be the problem statement. Why you are taking this one? Definitely you are having some particular problem, right? That you have to rectify. How do you rectify this particular thing means that is possible only because of the use case of the objective. But what you are facing actually problem to start this question answer generation purpose for the interviews manually for the preparing of tech interview questions is, so it can take very critical and it will be the biased. We can't do properly. It may tolerate sometimes. Even you can see the simple thing. I'm not sure, I'm not saying only about this particular. Okay, if you're opening any website also, definitely it can't give directly like this. Okay, so that's why we have to take the prompt. In that particular prompt you have to enter some particular information. Sometimes you have to give some particular instructions. You can see you are asking like this. Okay, the same question you are asking answers for experienced candidate. Okay, so if I am asking, so same question I am taking, so just you can see, so technical statistical questions, okay, here I asked only questions, right? That's why the same thing I am asking for now fresher candidate. Why means for the fresher candidate it will be very basic compared with the experienced candidate, right? Now you can see they will ask only the fundamental requirements, okay, not that much of in depth. You can see what are you having the question, you can see here. But can you observe here what are you getting the questions, that questions and here this questions little bit different. I'm not saying about 100%, little bit different. That is based on the database what they are taking LLM model for the generation of this particular content. So that is important. Okay, so that's why we have to go through with this. And what is our problem statement means manually checking purpose, it will take too much of time. To reduce those problem we have introduced our object with particular planning. So that is only we have to follow. So what is the objective of our concept means to do the auto generation to get the better accurate question answers and for different type of roles with the question and answers for the interviews we have to take it. So that is our main motto, to reduce this particular problem with a critical and biased based. So we have to reduce the particular problem because of this particular objective. Okay, you're taking the concept is and you are trying to reduce that problem, that is okay, fine. But how you can reduce? And definitely we need some particular planning part, right? So that is only you can say it as a system architecture. Otherwise you can say it as a flow chart of the concept. Here you can see what is the main thing. So you have to mention the job role. Did I mention the job role or not? Yes or no? You can see here I just mentioned here the job role, data science. Interview questions you are asking means which type of interview questions. So here I am just going to here the new chart, need 10 interview questions. If I am asking like that, it can give some parallel, that's it. Okay, commonly asked questions, it's highlighting, you can see 10 commonly asked questions, generic can fit the job roles. So tell me about yourself. Weakness, this is about what? Just the regular things. It's not about exactly some particular position. So that's why whenever you're asking some particular question in a ChatGPT or Gemini or any type of generated assistants what you're having, so in that particular prompt you have to mention the job role, then it will be easy to give the answers to the prompt whatever you're trying to ask the questions. So that is the main concept here. So that's why here in a system architecture I want to mention the job role. For example I can mention it as a data science. So then later what you have to do, whenever you are asking some particular question along with the job role and along with some particular instructions, third sentence can't give to the directly to the transformers. In between definitely it can check with the NLP and selection of the type of the prompt. Then only after selecting the prompt everything, then it can go to the a transformer model. Means what you're having, that may be not exactly the transformer. Sometimes maybe people can use a transformer, some people can use a recurrent neural network, some people can use variational autoencoders. That is different thing, which model they are using for the background purpose. Then later you can see interview question and answers and follow-ups. If you want to do the follow-up also, it can do sometimes. So it's not mandatory for the follow-up. Sometimes it can do the follow-upping process also. So that much of importance will be there when you're going through with this particular option. That is the main system architecture here. So coming to the next one, the conclusion and future scope. So what is the main motto of this concept? Why you want to use this concept? To reduce the problems of the recruiters and as well as who are taking the candidates to get the interviews, to attend the interviews, right? So both purpose, it can give the question and answers, only questions, and sometimes it can give some particular examples, explanations, that is extra context. So here you are giving, for example, job role along with the instructions, then it can give question and answers. Sometimes if you need some particular examples based, means you have to give the context information, means extra content, some particular examples you have to give. So that is our main motto of the concept. So in a future script, what you are expecting? So what you can expect means in a better accurate result you have to get, that's it. So compare with the present prompt based information, it should give much more confident content. So the more creative answers should be there in a future scope. Like that we can discuss. So now we can see our particular task about the particular application, whatever we have discussed till now, that is only about the question and answers generation because of this particular information what you are taking the prompt engineering. So this is about all theoretical part. Now we will start with the practical part setup. So here I am just going through with the practical part setup, what I am having exactly. So here I just want to start my requirement with my coding part setup. So I will show you the all requirement what I need exactly. Okay, so now our concept will be about tech interview questions, technical interview questions. When you are allocating some particular job location, job role, it should give some particular answers to you. That is our main motto. So this purpose what you have to do, the same process only. So just want to go to the notepad. I'll show you the notepad details directly. Just don't want to go through with much more information about it. So here you can see the use case. So here the same process you have to follow today also, but the thing you have to change some particular models, you have to change some particular requirements. So today we have to go through with the tech interview question and generator using the prompt engineering. That is the concept. The purpose of this particular use case, what you have to do. First you have to install your some particular libraries. You have to import it. Later what you are having the LLM models along with your selective of the type of the prompt. You have to do the process. Then it can do the retraining of your selective model. Then later you have to enter your input in a user interface. Here don't think as like a different. The user interface what you're having, in that where you're typing or something entering, that is only the prompt. Okay, I'll give here user interface prompt. So later if you want to click that button after entering your input, you're clicking on that button, then definitely it can go to the background with the processing of the NLP enhancement first. Later only it can go to the LLM model of pre-trained. Then finally it can try to generate the question and answers. So it can try to generate question and answers for the tech interview questions. So these are the main parts what you are having exactly. Now you can see the same process for the coding part exactly how you are doing. So in the same manner, so pip install Gradio transformers and accelerate and save tensors you are taking. Okay, so these are the libraries what we need. We know Gradio we have to take for the user interface. Transformer we should use for the purpose of loading of the LLM models, and accelerate is nothing but to do the acceleration purpose. It can work for it. Okay, so coming to the next one, save tensors means we have to take very clear cut information, so that's why we have to take. Okay, coming to the next one, you can see you after installation you have to do the importing of the libraries. So Gradio you are giving the shortcut name as a GR, but from the transformers I'm loading auto tokenizer, model, sequence to sequence LM and pipelining process. Next one, torch library I'm loading because maybe here the neural network constructions will be there, that's why. So installation importing completed, then I had to load my model. So what is my model? Model is equal to Google Flan T5 large. So this model I'm taking. Actually the T5 model, BART model will work for the purpose of wait a minute. So it can work for the purpose of the text generation. That may be interview questions or any other one. It can generate, that's it. So here you can see what I'm selecting the model, I'm just taking this one. Okay, later you can check this different type of models also what you're having. I'll take these models, I'll keep in a comment line. One by one we will check it. So this is one type of the model and another type of the model also check. Okay, just if you are changing the models then you can understand how the answer it's giving. Okay, I'm taking this third model. Here you can see if you are typing anything, you are getting some particular information means not only the pre-trained model, sometimes it can show the databases also. You can see here these are what models means, pre-trained models what you're having exactly for this particular LLM. Later you can see data sets also available, even spaces, some particular requirements also available, like that everything is available based on particular model what you're having exactly. So like that you have to load the model. For example, first a model only I'm just loading here flan T5 large model, then later I'm just giving tokenizer, auto tokenizer from the pre-trained model of my T5 model. Means what I'm doing, what I have loaded my model, particular model, that model I'm just calling to here, and that model I'm applying to the tokenizer. Why the tokenization part will work? We know already the tokenization part will work for the splitting of the information into as like some. Open mobile and check whether the audio is audible or not. Can you please keep the message in chat box? Try to keep the message in chat box.
Okay, sorry for the delay. Okay. Okay, basically what is web deployment? Okay, we just launching our website in the online. Okay, that is called deployment. Okay, we just launching our website for online. Okay, like Play Store. Okay, if there is any app, we need to launch in the Play Store for everyone can access these things. Okay, that is called deployment. Okay, whenever after the building of website and after the testing, the website will be properly worked, right? So after we need to make a website everyone can accessing. Okay, in the everyone in the world, everyone browser, whenever we search for the website, it will be show for the show in our computer. Okay, so we need to deploy these things. Okay, whenever we build, it will be working on our system only, so we need to deploy these things.
Audio is okay, then fine. So I will show you the output concept, then we will end up the session for today. Okay. So now you can see we have imported libraries and completed every requirement as per the generation of the defining functions and user interface and all. After completion, it can load like this, and finally you can see the user interface in this particular manner. So generation process, question answer generation process, and follow up. So you have to enter the all details: job role, experience, question and answers, key topics. Finally, it can try to generate your question answer concept. Even you can do the follow up. So that's all for today. If it is clear, then we can we can end up the session. So we have shared the attendance link for the day 24. Please check with that attendance link. Thank you. Having any doubts, please try to give the message in chat box.
Find out. Find out.